What's up, FLEEK Squad? I'm your host, DeMarcus, aka GDX.
And what it do, y'all? It's your boy Dominic, aka D Young Promos.
And this is the Young Brothers Presents Geeks on FLEEK. Episode
11.
No doubt. Alright, well, we're just going to roll right into this. No BSing. First off, we want to give a shout out to our girl, SONI ARALYNN.
Yes.
Well, I mean, she don't know us personally, but she's one of our favorite cosplayers.
Oh, yeah.
And
real favorite. Real major favorite of ours.
She's really blowing up, too, which is cool. And, well, as a cosplayer, I don't see what could be bigger than making it to the cover of Miss Marvel. From Marvel coming out this November. They're doing those cosplay covers. Well, SONI ARALYNN is Miss Marvel.
Yep. She managed to make it.
Yeah, and it looks dope. I mean, I like it. I like the. Oh, I don't think have they showed a cover or they just showed a costume.
Oh no, they showed the cover.
Okay, so yeah, that is the cover. So yeah, I mean, it looks great, and you look at it on Facebook. You look at her posts and stuff on Facebook. She seems really cool. Nick met her in person.
Oh yeah, real good experience there.
Chopped it up with her on at Alamo City Comic Con last year. Really fun, really cool, really welcoming. Didn't seem stuck up at all. So, when we come across people like that, within geekdom, we really want to get behind them, support them, and just hope they go far because sometimes some of these cosplayers, just like anybody, but some of these cosplayers, they get a swelled head and it just it's just bad.
Yeah, they think there's someone out there that think that they better than everybody.
And I don't want to call anybody out. It's just they're out there though. So, well, congratulations, SONI. All right. Wow, man. So Dion Promos told me about this, and I didn't know what to think of it. And so I watch it on YouTube, and I am blown away. It's the trailer for an upcoming series on Comedy Central, Moonbeam City.
Yes.
That is, wow. The best way I can describe it is, honestly, it's like Archer by way of the 80s.
Yeah, the crazy thing is a lot of people have said that. They said that, it's Archer with an 80s vibe. There's some people that even said that, there's some elements of like Far Cry, Blood Dragon,
Oh yeah,
Hotline Miami.
Yeah, everything from that, everything from that is cut from that same cloth, the neon soaked, noirish kind of, and the art. I love the art style. That's going to be the most striking thing
of this cartoon.
Yeah, this cartoon that you're going to notice, and it's for those not in the know. It is, and I don't remember the guy's name. Patrick Nagel, Patrick Nagel.
I think it's a Patrick Nagel or Peter Nagel.
Peter Nagel. We'll figure it out. You'll look it up. Basically, he's the artist on the Duran Duran Rio cover. And if you look that up, you'll see it just like it looks just like that. Also look up, that artwork, and it matches that perfectly. It's funny because I was telling Nick, this is cool. The show looks cool, seems like it's going to be funny, but I almost wanted it to be a drama, a serious cartoon.
You know what? That was the kind of same idea that went in my head. I was like, man, we had such things like Kung Fury and Danger 5,
mm-hmm.
and they've done the 80s parody thing perfectly.
Yeah.
But I think it's now time for I think it's time for cartoons, live action shows, or just whatever. Whenever they do something about the 80s, they do something serious.
Yeah.
I mean, look at Drive.
Yeah.
Drive showed you the best elements of the 80s cinematically.
Yeah, because at this point, I'm going to actually even say it, that after Moonbeam City, I'm probably going to have a lot less patience for stuff that comes out and it's an 80s parody. because it's become cliche now, and it's like, okay, we get it, because it's almost hits the point of like everyone is starting to hit the same shit.
Yeah.
From, like, okay, we get it. Yes, people snorted a lot of cocaine back then. Okay, haha, big hair. Yes, that's what they did. And it's like, it was a cool time. It was a cool time. I came up in the 80s, as a kid, but it was a really cool time. Visually, and so hopefully we can get a serious 80s project, off the ground. But I don't want to bury Moonbeam City too much. It looks fun. It looks fun. And it's cast like Rob Lowe. He's the main character.
K. Mara, Elizabeth Banks.
Yeah, it has
Will Forte.
Yeah, it has the voice acting cast. So I mean that's interesting. So I'll definitely be checking it out when it comes out.
The same here. Yeah, both of us gonna definitely give that a watch.
Also, TV related.
Oh, good.
Lady Cop. She's gonna be on Arrow, right? This is Arrow.
Yep.
Arrow. Lady Cop. The character has been cast. The DC Comics character has been cast. And it is Rutina Wesley. Most of you probably know her as
Tara on True Blood.
Tara on True Blood. She's on another show now. I don't know what show she's on now currently, but I don't watch it, so.
Yeah, I didn't even know she was on another show, surprisingly.
So Tara on True Blood is Lady Cop. Lady Cop, give us a little bit of background on it, man. When did that character come out?
Okay, Lady Cop was a character created by Robert Kanigher. If you know that name, Robert Kanigher is the man responsible for Sergeant Rock and G.I. Robot. Just that group of characters, and the story and Lady Cop. This character came out July 1975.
It's older than me.
Yeah.
By a year.
And what's crazy about Lady Cop is she's probably one of the most realistic characters in the DC universe. I mean, her storyline is her whole storyline is that she became a cop to track down the murderer of her two roommates.
Yeah. Yeah, because it was like a personal crime, and she wasn't even a cop at this point when you were thinking about it.
She was just...
And became a victim, and so she was like, okay, I'm going to do something about it.
Yeah, and then...
But it's cool. It's actually cool. The story's cool. It's funny because when I read this, because I was expecting some crazy DC Comics type shit,
Yeah.
I was like, okay, Lady Cop. That name, the name was so generic, I was like, okay, there's some kind of hook to it. But no, I mean, she's literally a Lady Cop.
Yeah, because when I saw that name, I was like, oh, is this gonna be like a superhero character? Mm-hmm. And then you're like, oh wow, she's just a human cop.
She's just a damn cop. And I think maybe like because it was the 70s, maybe a title like that was like a turn up type. Like, look, we get a female lead in this damn comic, But now it's like, okay, Lady Cop, that's what it says on the box. So you get what it says on the box.
Yep.
So yeah, I mean, great casting, definitely. Rutina Wesley, strong.
Yeah, she probably. Well, knowing how she acts, she might make this character a recurring character.
Mm-hmm. I'm sure she's.
Because usually with these Arrow actors, I mean the Arrowverse actors, they they be given a role like this, and then all of a sudden they'll become fan favorites. I mean, look at Felicity. Felicity was supposed to just be a one-off character, and then all of a sudden, fans fell in love with her.
Look at Felicity.
Oh, yes.
That's all I'm saying. Black.
Oh, no! Take it to market.
We angling for that sponsorship.
I know, for real.
So, yeah, Rutina Wesley as Lady Cop. Oh, what's up?
Now you know me, GDX. I'm gonna have to be a little out there with this one. Cause whenever I saw the name Lady Cop, there was just this one song I could not get out of my head, and it was it was Lil Wayne's Miss Officer. And that wee. Oh goodness, my voice is squeaky. I know that was terrible. But I was kind of hoping.
But he had a lyric in there, talking about Lady Cop.
Yeah, it's like, I got stopped by a Lady Cop. Like, I would, you know, I mean, I know this is gonna sound crazy, but hey, that'd be funny if somebody could like use that line as like the name drop for Rutina Wrestler's character.
You know, it's funny because I don't watch Arrow. I watch Arrow just enough to see the overlap between it and Flash. If I hear any semblance of a Lil Wayne song on that fucking show, I'm not gonna watch Arrow ever.
Oh, come on.
I don't give a fuck if Stephen Amell wins 15 WrestleMania straight. I will never watch Arrow after that.
No love for Beezy.
So, Doctor Who, how would you feel if the next Doctor was Haley Atwell? Because she definitely put it out there that she would definitely like to be the Doctor.
Well, what's crazy was a fan asked her.
Well, a fan asked her,
And then she was like, you know what? Yes, I would like to be the Doctor.
Mm-hmm.
And then that just had the whole internet just wilding like, hey, Haley Atwell's a Doctor.
It's funny because when I initially heard it, I was like, ugh. And it's not because I don't like Haley Atwell. It's not because I don't like Haley Atwell. That's for damn sure. I kind of thought that maybe she's a little too famous. Like, you know, like it would be when if she became the Doctor, it'd be like, oh look, it's Haley Atwell Doctor. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
But I don't know. I think it's still relatively early in her career to where she can be another iconic character.
Yeah, I think the big thing is if she was to ever accept the role as the Doctor, she's gonna really have to work hard differentiating.
So it's not
the
just
Doctor
Peggy.
from Peggy Carter.
And I'm sure she can. But I like Agent Carter the series. Well, no, it's funny. I love Agent Carter the series, but if Doctor Who became available, I'd be like, yeah, let's go and end this or put it on hiatus because yeah, I mean, like I said, I love Agent Carter. It's just, the Doctor, that'd be awesome. But you know, it's more than time to have a female Doctor.
Well, and the funny thing is, man, they've always been teasing that Time Lords can switch the gender anyway, because in this one episode called The Doctor's Wife, you know, that episode that was written by Neil Gaiman, the Doctor mentioned a character called the Corsair, whose last regeneration was a female, and then in the previous season of Doctor Who, I might spoil this one for you, GDX, but the Master,
he had a female.
The Master ends up becoming a female by the name of Missy, short for the Mistress.
And he had the ability to hit Doctor Who with the Doctor with the hee.
What in the world? Oh God, real.
Missy Elliott reference.
That was good.
Yes.
But my thing, but for all the naysayers, see, I think a female Doctor would be cool because you could touch on a lot of things there. You could touch on possibly asexuality because the Doctor is an asexual character, or tends to act like one, or you can touch on pansexuality or even gender fluidity with this character.
So it's gonna be real deep on that season with the Doctor. The 14th Doctor now. What is it? Are we at 13? No, we at 12 now.
Yeah, we 12.
13th Doctor.
And you already know when this happened, they're gonna probably have like Jack Harkness and Madame Vastra just like really simping for Doctor in the female form.
Causing Madame Vastra and her girl to break up. That'd be messed up.
But another thing too that a lot of people didn't know about Haley Atwell, and I didn't even know, she has some experience in the Hooniverse, and it's more so with the Big Finish Doctor Who audio plays.
She did some. She was in the audio plays, right?
Right.
I'm now going to assume that every British actor that's hot and popping right now did some on Doctor. That seems like that's what he started off at. So yeah, I mean, hey, Haley Atwell, Doctor Who, shit, make it happen. I'm cool with it. As a matter of fact, how about we go on and let this one run its course, the 12th Doctor run its course, because I'm not feeling it. Sorry, Who fans.
Well, I kind of.
And we just wait a year or two, and then when Haley Atwell it opens up, Haley can be Doctor, bam, or Idris Elba.
Oh man, that's gonna have to become another conversation there.
Excuse me. So, Shout Factory is going to release Dairanger.
Yep.
For home video. That sounds incredibly dated. Home video, like 80s. It's gonna be out on VHS and shit and Laserdisc. But Dairanger, for those not in the know, Dairanger is part of the
Super Sentai
franchise.
It's the 17th entry.
It's the 17th entry, and it is the one that we shamelessly ripped the White Ranger out of.
Not only just the White Ranger, but the Thunderzord sequences and even some of the monsters.
Yeah.
And that was we used that for the second season of Power Rangers.
No, what about Ninja? Was Ninja a part of that?
Nah.
Okay, that shitty.
Ninja was part of Kaku Ranger.
God.
But the crazy thing is, eventually the rest of the Dairanger suits would get used in ratchet ass Super Mega Force. They said that they were extra Ranger powers. Really?
Oh, what the American series does to Sentai. So it's like a lot of times they miss a lot of cool shit that's happened over the years. If you are a Power Rangers fan, you owe it to yourself to go back and try to see the Super Sentai stuff. Try to see it any way you can. Preferably legal, but hey, just do some searches. You'll find a little bit of stuff here and there. They've since cracked down on a lot of stuff, because I remember a couple years ago it was the Wild Wild West.
Oh yeah, during the Wild Wild West, man, you catch all those shows.
All on YouTube, all on Vimeo.
But now, you got to like scrape at the bottom of the barrel now.
Yeah, so search for it or whatever, but definitely get it. I love the fact that this is coming. This stuff's coming to home video. But truth of the matter is, we talk about it all the time. Toei needs to put all the Ranger shows on Netflix or some streaming service.
Yes, they need to put all that toku on Netflix.
You don't have to dub it. You can sub it. I prefer if you subbed it.
Yes.
And what Netflix did for the American shows, and I would like to think that it somewhat is responsible for Power Morphicon, because you had this whole new generation, and you had a whole new generation of kids discover Power Rangers, and you had the older, from the older set who were kids back then, they rediscovered Power Rangers, and that hype, and that resurgence of Power Ranger, of Power Ranger
lore.
Yeah, it would. I think it resulted in the Power Morphicon. I just think about if the American fans could discover the Japanese stuff.
I think they'd be amazed. They probably won't.
They'd be amazed. Yeah, they'd be amazed. And a lot of Sentai, that would open up let's face it, another income stream for the Sentai actors. I mean, they already come to Morphicon, but what if the fans, like, even, diehard fans who probably already know the stuff, and, not quite diehard fans actually knew about the Sentai stuff? That'd be awesome, man. I think it'd be awesome.
And I think, because the big thing with Toei is their biggest concern, just like a lot of companies, they worry about taking the L with Netflix, and I'm like, no, at the end of the day, you still the gatekeeper of this stuff.
Yeah, you can set the schedule when it comes off and comes on. Yeah,
and look at NBC.
Mm-hmm.
When NBC gave the Blacklist, guess how much money Netflix had to pay them? $2 million per episode of that show.
Yeah.
So if NBC can make that type of blockbuster deal, Toei, you could make a similar one, and you could really bring attention to Tokusatsu.
just wait for when the Power Rangers movie comes out and make that deal.
Oh my God, yes, that's perfect right there.
Yeah, make that deal around that time.
And then and about Shout Factory, now Shout Factory, what they're doing is kind of slick too, because they're releasing. It seems like what they're doing is they're releasing the Super Sentai shows that are used for the Power Ranger shows. Because they started off as Zoo Ranger.
Yeah.
Now they doing Dairanger, and you could probably see Alien Ranger, Alien Ranger, which was Kaku Ranger, be used. So.
Yeah. Shout Factory is doing a good job. I mean, that's just kind of a hope. It might not happen that it goes to streaming.
But if it does, it'd be a great thing.
Yeah, if it does, it'll be awesome. But hey, I got to give Shout Factory props. They've been doing their thing. I know one thing. I'm not the biggest Power Rangers fan in the world, but when I saw that it was on Black Nerd's channel, that set of all the series up to like what, a year or two ago.
Oh yeah.
In that Red Ranger helmet, that was
crazy.
Man, that was an awesome set. I wish I could have gotten that, but it's about $1,000 set. I think $900 So be on the lookout for all you Super Sentai fans. Dairanger is coming to home video. Shout Factory hooking it up. Now, with all the political stuff that just comes across my Facebook is littered with so much political stuff, and that's not necessarily a bad thing, but sometimes it just gets heavy. And then I got shit from my friends that put the shit they put on there, and it's cool sometimes it's not. And it's cool when I can find some obscure stuff, because that's the type of stuff for me. That's what I love about the internet, when you can find some obscure pilot, some trailer that was never meant to be released. You point me in that direction, I'm all over it. Like when the unseen pilot to Clerks came out, I was on it.
Or the Youngblood
promo. The Youngblood promo. Man, the 90s was just like full of failed superhero pilots. I don't want to say failed. I think just not done. What I'm getting at is, on my feed, Facebook, someone posted up a Lost trailer demo for a Captain America animated series, and this was, I think it originated from Will Mugino. I think that's how you pronounce his name, Mugino. And if that name seems familiar, that is the producer from the 1990s.
Yep. The 90s X-Men.
90s X-Men. So you look at the art style, it's like, yep, that is definitely inspired by that.
And it seemed like they put a higher budget behind that one too.
Yeah, it did look like it seemed like it was going to be a higher budget affair. Now, when you look at it, it's on YouTube. Hopefully they'll keep it on there. When you look at it, the opening sequence has a few really bad 90s era CGI shots.
Oh yeah,
of a tank and some planes. It's like, ugh.
And I think there was even a little gunshot about the Nazis too, because it seemed like
Nazis.
Well, because like the Nazis, they was wearing like different colors.
Oh, there's no I think there's no or very little Nazi involvement, but Will Mugino he noted that this was actually going to have some huge changes. I dug up info on this, and Steve Rogers was going to be an alias. It's like, okay, I thought Captain America was a code. Okay, so we have Captain America would be his public, his public code name, his superhero name. Then Steve Rogers was actually going to be a cover name. The guy who was going to be Captain America, his real name was going to be Tommy Thompson.
What?
Yes, and this is coming from Will Mugino himself.
For this series.
For
this Lost Captain America.
Yes,
series.
The character's name was going to be Tommy Thompson.
Wow. With
Steve Rogers as an alias, and it just adds a level of crap and.
Well, that's about as bad as Italian Red Skull.
Oh God!
Like, dude.
Tommy Thompson. Yeah, that was gonna be that character's name, man. But just throwing that aside. It looked good.
Yeah, look good. It seemed like it might have been a bit more darker and edgier.
Mm-hmm. And
I would
you
say
see Bucky was in it.
Yeah,
Bucky was in it.
I would say. I mean, I think they was even kind of shooting guns too.
Oh yeah.
So I was like, yeah, this might have. If Fox / Marvel would have had the budget for this might have been the answer to Batman the Animated Series.
That is a bold statement.
That might have been.
It might have been. I mean, if they had the.
But you know, Marvel's track record with.
Yeah, the animated series. That's the thing about Marvel's animated series. DC, and you know, come on. I mean, people are gonna. It's funny because some people get so upset about. Every time people always have to make the Marvel and DC like rivals. That's what they are.
That's what they are. Even if
business. Yeah, even if they're not beefing, anytime there's a big two, they're gonna be natural rivals. Even if they get along.
Ain't nothing wrong with comparing one to the other.
And it's almost like, where Marvel is advanced, Marvel has like, 5 to 8 years jump start on DC and movies. Well, DC has,
better luck on television.
Light years experience in animation.
Yes.
And now DC's animation has matured to the point to where now DC is making some for the kids. Most for the adults.
Yeah.
Or if it is for the kids, it's like Brave and the Bold. There's something that adults can
gravitate towards.
Yeah, that they can gravitate towards. Marvel right now is still stuck in the kid era. But they have a little bit, it's not like the old stuff, It's not like Fox's Spider-Man series that's like strictly for kids. They have a little bit more, but it's like, it's going to take a little time for Marvel to mature. Now, Marvel did have those direct-to-video movies, but they can't mess with DC's direct-to-video movies.
It's like, DC just have been high ranking on theirs, but with the. But man, just finding out about was just with that Captain America, that might have been that probably would have been a good watch.
The next series that comes out, next anime series, I'd like to see a Captain America series, because in the movies, and my friend Matt Hasso from Fanboy Junction, check his channel out. He brought up a good point about the Captain America movies, because we had to get to the Avengers so quickly. Captain America's history was just pretty much relegated to a flashback. Well, now they've relegated to flashbacks, But yeah, it was in Captain America, the First Avenger, it was pretty much relegated to a montage.
Yeah, it was just like certain points in the character's life.
So, a lot of people are unaware that Captain America put in some years.
Yeah.
And the movie kind of showed that a little bit. It was still like glossed over his history. I would like an animated series
that could detail the missing gaps.
But I mean, as we know, the series isn't gonna have any bearing on the movies or nothing. But it'd be like a cool little side story, like I think Guardians of the Galaxy is gonna be. You see what I'm saying?
Oh yeah.
Offer some explanations here and there. It's not in continuity, but it'll work. But yeah, it was a really cool little tidbit. I liked it. I think it would have been really cool. They probably should have green-lighted that one instead of Spider-Man Unlimited.
Oh yeah. Oh my God. Spider-Man Unlimited. You could tell they was just trying to compete with Batman Beyond on that one.
Wow. That was unfortunate. It's like,
but you know what though? But at least all us that did not like Spider-Man Unlimited, we got the last laugh in Spider-Verse. Because yes, Spider-Man Unlimited, along with all those characters, they got bodied.
Yep. They got killed.
I was like, whoever did that, thank you.
Guess what, Marvel? If you wanted to compete with future DC, there's a little line you had called 2099. Probably should have used that.
There you go.
So, today is the day. We actually were going to shoot this episode last week,
but just
as a heads up. So now I don't even know we're rounding about 15 minutes until it ends. Well, if you are on Nintendo, or if you know anything about gaming right now, one of the hottest games right now is Splatoon. on the Wii U. It is kicking ass on the Wii U. And it's funny because I didn't have a Wii U. My mother-in-law actually bought us a Wii U as a gift, and that's really cool. Funny, I didn't have a Wii U. It was like after the Wii was okay. I just hold on. I'm just gonna stop because I don't even want to deal with the Nintendo fanboys. If you say anything remotely negative, the Nintendo fanboys will just bomb on your shit. But I really didn't have the greatest motivation to get a Wii U. And then I looked at Splatoon online, and it was like, this looks fun.
Yeah, because this game had a lot of hype. I mean, everybody and the best friend was talking about this game.
Well, it's funny because I follow gaming as a whole, and I don't really zero in on individual companies, so I didn't really know a whole bunch about it, honestly.
See, the crazy thing, I was like, when I was looking at stuff, I was like, man, this Splatoon is. I mean, as I've said, folks, I'm not much of a gamer, but even I was seeing the hype behind this. That's like, rare.
Yeah, you were on top of it. I was like, oh, Splatoon, okay. I knew that a new IP had people excited, but I didn't know oh, okay, so that's what this is. So at any rate, Splatoon is super popular, really fun to play. Oh my gosh, it's too fun to play.
Yes.
And well, in game they have these events called
Splatfest.
Splatfest. It's an in-game event. Takes place on the weekend, usually Friday through Saturday, 24 hours. And basically, okay, so for those not to know about Splatoon, I'm gonna sound insane just describing Splatoon. I suggest you just look at some online. But Splatoon, for the most part, it's a shooter. It's a shooter. 2 teams of squid-human hybrids or evolved squids, and the point is, for the most part, to you spray different colored ink to represent your team, and the point is to get as much ink to cover the whole playfield, battlefield, or whatever as possible by the end of the round. I forget how long the rounds last.
It's like 5 minutes or something like that?
3-5 minutes. I think so. So Splatfest takes a theme, okay? And, you pick one side or the other side, and you have to participate, you've got to pick a side. There have been cats versus dogs. There have been marshmallows versus hot dogs, and I played as marshmallows. We won, which is cool. And so it's that kind of, those kind of themed teams for Splatfest. And I thought they were going to just keep on being these generic matchups. Look online, and
all of a sudden,
oh my God. When I saw that the Splatfest teams were going to be themed on Transformers,
yes,
I lost it, man, because you already know I'm a huge Transformers fan, G1 all the way.
I mean, I feel like this. All the G1 fans probably was like, thank you, Primus.
Even though the Transformers that they have representing is Optimus and Megatron from the new Robots in Disguise series, it's all good, I guess. Whatever, But yeah, when they announced that Hasbro and Nintendo been working with each other to bring this, to bring this whole thing together, man, the hype. I have to say, this was probably the biggest hype for a Splatfest going into one.
Yeah, because you said on Reddit, people was just ready to go in on it.
People were ready to just go in on it. You had people just like debating what side they should choose. And a lot of people, from talking to some people when I go out on my, doing my nerd thing every Wednesday, getting comics and stuff, I would talk to people on Toys R Us when I was hunting for collectibles, and a lot of people I talked to were like, man, you hear about the Splatfest? I've got to get this game. They haven't even played it before, but they want to get in on Splatfest, and I think
as a result of this thing.
Yeah.
As a result of the Transformers thing.
And it's cool. Now, on the other side of things, there's a vocal minority bitching that Nintendo dared to have a sponsored Splatfest.
Huh.
Oh yeah. Oh damn them for trying to bring in another fan base in.
What? Why would you? That's a money maker opportunity for anybody. If not for Nintendo, for Hasbro, and from what I've seen, it was a success.
Yeah,
because you said it seemed like that server was getting ate up.
It seemed like it was getting hammered because
everybody's best friend was trying to.
One of my biggest complaints, because I've been playing it, DM Promos actually sat and spectated that this is Saturday. We're shooting this on Saturday. DM Promos sat and spectated me while I literally damn near played all day, leveling my character up like I think 100+ matches just to raise the level up in the game. One of my only complaints about it was the balancing was off.
Oh yeah, because there was some times when GDX was like part of these struggle teams, and
my character is like a level 17 and rose to level 18, and I'm teamed up with like two single-digit characters.
Yes.
A level 20, and then when the Autobot team comes in, I pick the Decepts. The Autobot team comes in, all of them like level 20s and 30s, and it's like that happened more than a few times, more than and that kind of like. After I raised my level up to Autobot Decepticon King, that's like the biggest level that you can get for Splatfest. It just was way too much. Like the balance was off. It was just off. And after a while, it didn't get fun. So I was like, all right, that's it. But all in all, Splatfest is really fun. Go for it.
Oh, I'm sorry. Well, and this little experiment with Hasbro, I think this was a good deal. I'm thinking now Nintendo's gonna be a bit more creative with the Splatfest. I can imagine seeing
and they should
G.I. Joe versus Cobra.
Or
maybe they could make a deal with Marvel and be like, hey,
Shield versus Hydra,
or Iron Man versus Captain America. Do a Civil War thing.
Oh, get on it, Nintendo. Come on. Yeah.
And then on the DC tip, you can have Super Friends against Legion of Doom.
Wow.
I'm giving you ideas here, Nintendo.
Some of the people that complained, and they were mad because they were like, one of the biggest, and it's just stupid. Because I'm like, this game is going to be going for a while until there's Splatoon 2.
Yeah.
This is going to go for a long ass time. So there's plenty of Splatfest that, they can do. A lot of people were like, well, you got your own properties. Nintendo doesn't have to use Nintendo properties every fucking time.
And you know what? People have actually kind of gave Nintendo hell about that. Them always using their same characters.
Yeah. Like down the line.
That's why now with Smash Brothers they're introducing different characters from different companies.
But I think Splatfest, when they did this with Hasbro, it opened up a good thing. It's a good thing.
Oh yeah, and hopefully along the lines, with the Splatfest, maybe they can even have special characters.
Yeah.
Or even they might be able to, or just for the overall Splatoon game. They can even talk to different fashion designers. Imagine wearing some Air Force Ones or whatever the hottest fashion is, for the generation.
That is funny. I think that would really get a huge backlash. Like if they had like Nike, because I think I would even be against that. I'd be against that. But I see what you're saying though. Like if they could find other companies, that's putting it down. Just like Imagine if Jinkos was still popping.
Oh my goodness. It'd be perfect in Splatoon.
Yeah, it'd be perfect. Because their logo looks like Splatoon writing. So Splatfest is going on. It's going to be ended pretty soon. I wonder who won.
It seemed like the Decepts was doing the thing.
Decepts was doing it. They said it was close.
Yeah,
they said
like
it was
Decepts
close.
Was repping the set.
So, Splatoon now. We're gonna keep it on the Wii U. We're gonna ride out on Nintendo. Which is crazy.
We get this on Nintendo.
Yeah, we're gonna ride out on Nintendo. This second to last topic. Mario Maker trailers. Oh my god.
Yeah, I remember we watched that one with it was a Gamesplain, right, where they talked about every little aspect of Mario Maker.
Now I'm gonna set the stage for this, man. As a kid, years and years ago, I was tuned into Nintendo. I was like obsessed with Nintendo. Nintendo fit right between G.I. Joe and Transformers, like actually playing with those toys, and girls. There was Nintendo in the middle, like when I just became an obsessed video game nerd. And I was so into Nintendo that I'd actually, on graph paper, I'd lay out my own Mario levels. And then, years and years later, decade or two later, found out about emulation. And one of my favorite things about emulation was hacked Super Mario ROMs. It was just cool to see what these different, ROM hackers, how they create, what they would create using the building blocks, of, Super Mario Brothers or whatever game.
I remember seeing them crossovers.
The crossovers. And then, during that time, Super Mario crossover, that Flash game.
Mm-hmm. And it showed all the different video game characters in the Mario verse.
That was cool. And it was like, wow. Never thought it'd happen. And then Nintendo drops Mario Maker.
And they dropped this, at the Nintendo tournament.
Yeah.
In fact,
well, we knew about Mario Maker before then, but to see it in action, that was like, I would compare the Mario Maker being the final game in the Nintendo World Championship 2015 to that moment in the Wizard when you saw Super Mario 3.
Oh wow!
Yeah, it was on that level. I mean, maybe a little lesser than that, but it was. I would say it was in the same ballpark as that. And just to see that you can make your own Mario game, your own levels, using the different eras. That's really cool. But I think the biggest thing in that game is through Amiibo. With Amiibo, you can unlock it quicker, but you can also unlock it by playing the game, which that is cool because Amiibo stuff that's locked for Amiibo exclusively, that's bullshit. If all the Amiibo were easily available to get, that'd be wonderful. I wouldn't be, that'd be okay. But since some of these damn Amiibo are like hard, it takes it takes an act of Congress to get like Lil Joe from Punch Out. Yeah, it's cool that you can unlock stuff because I think about 50 to maybe 100 Amiibo. Well, it's not even 100 Amiibo yet, but I think there's like 99 costumes and I think 50 of which Amiibo you can use with it. But like Sonic.
Yes.
Sonic will be a character playable. You'll be able to play as Sonic in Mario Maker. Mm-hmm. Kids, Sonic in a Mario game. And it's not a bullshit sports game.
No, this time it's serious.
It's not Smash Bros.
No, this is official.
Yeah, this is wow. And that's huge.
Because that was something that GameSplain talked about. Mm-hmm. And they even talked about other aspects of Mario Maker. Like, they talked about how, I think, user-friendly it's going to be. They even talked about, like, you can even do the music thing in there.
There's different events that you can trigger that make it look like a rave, I recently saw a video where Nintendo had kind of co-signed it using that damn music option, and the level started, and it rickrolled. It played. Oh yeah, Rick Astley, Never Gonna Give You Up, and I was like, oh, get out of here, man. The music thing is cool because it reminds me a lot of Mario Paint back in the day on the SNES. But when I saw that, I was like, I'm gonna enjoy playing a lot of the other creators' Mario levels, but damn, there's gonna be so many junk levels. There's gonna be so many junk levels and music levels that are gonna be uploaded, and that's gonna be like. I really hope that there's a way to sift through those. And I think there'll be comments when you pick them. So if someone makes a shitty level,
people be like, "Nope,
next." But I look at Mario Maker and I see
this.
It's gonna change the game up.
Oh yeah, and this probably gonna provide. This is gonna provide some competition to Minecraft.
I mean, they're not similar, but they're gonna get that same kind of
You know, you're gonna have a little civil war between crafters and makers.
I hope not. Me and my daughter might have to go toe to toe, but yeah, like get ready on YouTube, like all the levels, and I can see when somebody makes a good level, or a good hard level. Pause. All of the
you gonna
all
see
the players are gonna be speed running it and shit. Yeah,
you're gonna see like a lot of just plays. If Nintendo's lax about that,
let's plays. Yeah, you're gonna see a lot of that stuff. This Mario Maker will rival Minecraft on YouTube. Just the Mario Maker. It's to me, Mario Maker is gonna kill it, man. I mean, so much good stuff. I'm so hyped for this game, and it's funny. It has been more than a few years. The last game, put this in perspective, the last game that I have pre-ordered was WCW NWO Revenge for the N64. Yeah,
wow.
Damn. No, that's 98.
Wow.
No game has moved me. There's two games that I pre-ordered that's coming out next to each other. That's Star Wars Battlefront, because I am really, really, really loyal to that series. My wife loves it too. And Mario Maker. Those are the two games that I have pre-ordered, and it's been a long ass time since I pre-ordered. That's how hype about that game are. And like we said, the Nintendo World Championships 2015, that was a great. It did.
That was a great preview for what's to come.
I think the problem with it was the championships was so damn long that I think it would have had more impact if the championships, maybe like, I know, they probably should have made a show. I'm not sure if they did or they didn't. If they would have made like, they chopped up an hour-long show, make it quicker for those who don't have time to watch a 4-hour show. And I think Mario Maker would have had a bigger impact, but even still, it had a great impact. It was a great, so that's our reaction to Mario Maker. We're hyped. Our body is ready. Reggie,
who knows? You might see me make some levels on
make
Mario
a level.
Maker.
See, yep. You can put that Geeks on Fleek level and watch it get pulled down. You can't advertise, bitches.
Had a little music thing.
Now you know what's crazy is you can actually. I am foreseeing that this feature is going to get shut down. You're gonna be able to record voice and sound.
Oh yeah,
that's gonna.
And I already been joking with GDX. Like if I played, I might have a thing saying yeet.
Yeah.
just out of nowhere.
Oh man, just imagine all the damn struggle rappers that are gonna try to.
Oh goodness, they're gonna try to drop a mixtape on Mario Maker. Mixtape.
I might make a level based on dropping mixtapes, just all fire.
Oh my god!
Just dropping that mixtape. So Mario Maker.
He might have a rapper named Young Bowser.
Yeah. Oh Lord, from the South, white tee.
Wow.
Young Bowser. Oh Lord. Okay, so rounding this thing up with Nintendo. It's not no Nintendo no problems, but it's gonna be a problem.
It's more like a Nintendo.
Yep. It's definitely a Nintendo. And I'm not saying that it's right. I'm not saying that they're justified in doing it. But I am saying this is what happens when the fandom raises an issue and you see there's a problem and you don't address it quick enough. This is the shit that happens. If the fandom isn't raising an issue, maybe it's something that you need to get ahead of, as a company or whatever. Something that you need to get ahead of, get in front of. If you don't do it quick enough, look at the music industry. They didn't get ahead of it. Look at the film industry. Now, don't get me wrong. I'm not saying that piracy is okay. I'm just saying piracy just freaking happens. And what I'm getting at is there's this new device called the Amiiqo. Amiiqo. It's a device that lets you pirate Amiibo with the help of an Android device. And here's how it works. The little device is about the size of a Amiibo base. Basically what you can do is you can take an Amiibo and I believe I think you can tap the amiibo on a NFS enabled Android phone, and it will copy the data from your amiibo
and save it.
But guess what? You don't have to have your own amiibo. You can just go online and download data for all of them. And I looked myself, and yes, they had all of the data for all of the amiibo, all rares. And what you do is you can load it into the little device, the Amiiqo, and then you take that Amiiqo, set it to whatever, I think it says it holds up to 200 amiibo. You select whatever amiibo that you want, pirated amiibo. Tap that bad boy on a Wii U or 3DS, and it reads it like an amiibo.
Wow.
And it costs $80. $80 is the price of 8 amiibo, but if it holds 200 amiibo, you can do the math. And now that's just, well, no, $80 doesn't translate exactly to 8 amiibo. That's assuming that amiibo are $10. No, they're $13 a pop. But when you count the unicorns and the rares, those are way more than, $13. So you load those up. I mean, Nintendo's taking a hit, man.
Well, then when you told me that the amiibos weren't like the Disney Infinity figures, that really,
it's just a little wafer like chip in there.
Chip. I was like,
and
wow, I was like, holy crap, Nintendo, you let that information go out. Like,
well, I mean, once it's out of their hands once somebody gets the item and open it up. I think the thing is, and they're trying to. They were saying that they're gonna re-release some of the rare ones. Okay, that's cool, but Scalper's gonna snap those things up
because you said now they're gonna try to they're gonna release amiibos that don't they're gonna just release chips with the data.
Cards. In the form of cards. I think it's gonna start in Japan. I know they don't have amiibo yet, but Animal Crossing are gonna have cards, and there's gonna be amiibo cards because, like I said, it's just a little tiny thin little wafer like chip, and it could fit in a card. A double sided card. And it's like, Nintendo, you should have gotten those out. Like when you saw that the distribution wasn't coming out right. You should have instantly, the Marts, the Wii Fit trainers, all the rare ones. You should have had them out and ready.
Well, sure. They should have said when it got first revealed that, that you didn't really need the figure for the damn chip. That's when Nintendo should have been like, okay, we gonna combat this.
They should have found a cheaper alternative for the people who just want the data to unlock stuff. Yeah,
but I think they didn't realize. I mean,
I don't think they thought it could get pirated.
Well, yeah.
I think they
was hoping that. I think they was banking on just the collectors who wanted to collect the, what I'm saying, and then also the people that's been caught up with the Toy to Life movement.
Yeah.
But they didn't.
They didn't see that coming.
They didn't see that coming. It's like,
wow. Yeah, I was like, they got.
It kind of makes me wonder though. Will they try to make maybe in the near future or something? Will they make the next line of amiibos more like Disney Infinity and Skylanders, in which you can't separate the chip from the figure? You see what I'm saying? Like,
I think you can with the Disney Infinity.
Holy crap!
Yeah, man. You can just all it is if you can cut that figure off the base.
Damn.
So this. Basically, they're gonna have to come up with some kind of protection scheme. They're gonna have to come up with some kind of protection scheme or some kind of security scheme. Yeah, to combat this, because I'm sure they're gonna try with the Nintendo stuff to make some kind of. They're gonna offer some kind of update to lock the Amiiqo out, but it's just like the flash drives, just like the not flash drives, just like the flash carts. They tried to stop the flash carts. They tried to and they release updates and stuff like that, and it works for a while, but then over in China and these countries, they quickly come up with a new flash card to circumvent that protection. It's just but with these amiibo thing, it's like, look, piracy isn't cool, but when you see that you're not getting, because I looked at, I like to look, try to keep my finger on the pulse of what's going on. I like to look at the comments. And a lot of people were like, shh, I tried to get this. And, the sense of entitlement is fucked up. But, you have a lot of people like, man, I tried, I want to give them my money, but these scalpers are fucking it up,
Mm-hmm.
The scalpers, because I'm still trying to figure out, I'm like, how does Nintendo benefit from 30 Marios still on the shelf?
Yeah.
When, yeah. It's like,
remember we heard about that one jackass scalper, the one that bought all those damn,
all those Rosalinas.
Yeah.
Yeah. Like assholes like that. It's like, So it's like, man, Nintendo, you gotta get ahead of this shit. For real. You gotta get ahead of it. But, so this whole Amiiqo thing is a messy situation. Hopefully Nintendo can get in front of it. Amiiqo, I'm gonna put it like this. Some of my peeps ask me, am I gonna get it? Hell no, because I really don't want to spend. First off, it's just kind of screwed up. Second, I don't trust some of those sellers of that gray market shit. I don't trust them with $80.
Yeah, and then I don't know when I saw when I kind of saw a picture of that thing, I was like, I don't know, man, this shit looks sketchy as well. Like, I was just like,
that's some sketchy shit right there. That's some shady shit.
And now for some of y'all, probably like, oh man, I'm so gonna get this Amiiqo. Are y'all gonna post it up? Nope.
Hell no.
We ain't helping y'all.
Not posting no links.
None of that shit.
If I spelled it, so you can Google it.
You can Google it.
But no, I'm not offering no links or nothing like that. Nintendo's gonna probably shut the shit down soon.
Oh yeah, they are.
And they're gonna find a way to tattletale on your ass.
Oh yeah.
Like the new Amiibo that come out, like this series that's happening right now, I'm sure it's not gonna have the proper protection. But the next ones that come out,
they're gonna advance on everything.
They gonna snitch on you for real. It's like if your ass gets banned, don't get upset.
Don't get upset.
Don't get upset. All right. Well, before we wrap this one up, man, if we seemed a little tired, this is the first one that we shot late. This is like the after hours edition.
Yep, after hours edition, and also
post injury edition.
Yes, because
this is the one that this is the first episode of Geeks on Fleek that has been shot under the influence of drugs.
Yes.
Legal.
So
how's that tramadol doing, man?
Oh shit, the tramadol been doing pretty solid. I'm surprised I was even able to,
get
do
up
my thing here.
Yeah, you couldn't go out. We pretty much been chilling all day.
Yeah.
But yeah, Nick had an accident. Fell from the back of a truck onto the loading dock, right on his ribs. Yeah, if anyone knows anything about anatomy, he's lucky he didn't break his fucking ribs. Wow, lucky, man. And so, but he bruised the shit out of him, hit cartilage, right?
Mm-hmm.
So yeah, he is being a trooper shooting this episode, man, for real.
That's why you didn't hear me laugh too much.
Yeah, you can't laugh too much, because it hurts. Yeah, anybody who's had a rib injury, laughing is no fun. All right, well, that's going to be the end of this one. Hope you all enjoyed it.
And again, Sony ARALYNN, congratulations on
making it to the cover. That's awesome. Give us autographed versions of it. Just kidding, we can buy it. But you got an autograph for this. Congratulations to Sony ARALYNN. All right, that's it for our show today. Used to be Monday. We're going to try to release new episodes now on Tuesday.
Yeah,
so basically, new episodes are going up on a Tuesday.
Got your geeks feeling on Tuesday.
So that's right. Every Tuesday, tune in,
turn up.
Now allow us to reintroduce ourselves. I'm GDX.
And I'm D Young Promo,
collectively known as the Young Brothers. And that was Geeks on Fleek. We out.
Peace.
Deuces. Decepticons forever, bitches.
Autobots, roll out.